All right. We're getting another song now. Backline is playing live today in Studio B, WNCW.
All right. We're going to bring Jacob around and let him sing a tune. What tune is this, Zach? That's right. Hit it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't like them, but I got to on this one. Go ahead. Well, down the road just a mile or two lives an old girl named Pearly Blue. Bows so high and her hair's brown, prettiest thing, boys, in this town. Well, anytime you want to know where I'm headed down the road, get my girl on the line, you'll find me there most any old time. Well, every day and Sunday too, I walk the soles right off my shoes. Don't know why I love her so, that gal of mine lives down the road. Well, her old manny on the farm, from the hog block to the barn, from the barn to the rail, he made his living by carrying the mail. Well, down the road just a mile or two lives an old girl named Pearly Blue. Bows so high and her hair's brown, prettiest thing, boys, in this town.
It's WNCW Live Music today with Backline going down the road. And Jacob Connor, the brand new member, featured on vocals on that tune. It's good stuff. And again, Backline is going to be part of the Going Across Mountain Live show coming up a week from tomorrow. So, got Backline in the room, and it happens to be Earl Scruggs' 99th birthday, and we just heard that tune. And we want to talk about Earl Scruggs for a minute?
I nominate the banjo man there to.
He's tuning.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
We can do our banjo jokes now.
We tried to super glue those things, but didn't really work. Actually, Zach went to ETSU for 4 years and played with the ETSU Pride Band there. And I think he took a few classes in bluegrass history and especially in that time era of when bluegrass was being started and being created, and he's got a ton of knowledge on that.
He's just all salty right now because he don't have a microphone. That's why he's standing there acting like he's tuning.
He doesn't have. Do you want my mic? You got some words, Zach? No?
He can grab that one beside him there.
Yeah.
We told him because he'd be tuning too much. He didn't have time to.
Yeah, didn't even give me a mic, man.
We'll blame Sean.
But what can we not say about Earl Scruggs? I mean, fantastic guy, right?
Absolutely.
But, what would you like to know? I can try to help you out if I can.
I don't know. You had story, anecdote, insight, something?
Well, here's a funny story about Earl. Not a funny story at all, but I can recall the very first time I got to see Earl Scruggs. I can tell you about that. So we were down at Myrtle Beach, and I was a huge fan of Earl. Still am, obviously, but when I was learning to play banjo, I mean, the core of what I was taught was always Earl Scruggs. And then you build on top of that. And I believe a lot of banjo players do that. They start off, learning the core stuff from Earl, and then they adapt and build on top as they get, they progressively get better and things like that. But like I said, huge fan of Earl, and he was going to be in Myrtle Beach. He was going to be at that festival down there, the South Carolina State Festival.
Right.
Went down there to see him, got to see him and his sons and a few other guys perform, and it was actually the concert that Earl accidentally fell off the stage.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in his 80s at that time, right. So I mean, just shock and awe in the whole concert area. People were, losing their minds, and it scared us all, man. But thank goodness he was okay at that point.
Is that the one where he made some crack about how his banjo had been knocked back into tune?
That's right. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, I guess, when music is bigger than music, it's, he represents something more than music.
Right, he sure does, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder, growing up here, so close, it started like ground zero for bluegrass, and maybe y'all could just talk about that. It's more than just like some songs. It's a lifestyle, set of values. I don't know, what is it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a lifestyle. Growing up, we would be at all the big festivals around here, Cherokee, Marion, with the Norm Adams Fest, and then you go to, like Zach said, Myrtle Beach, had a big bluegrass festival down there for years, and I think it encompasses your life. Like, it's always around, and like I said, like my dad had bluegrass playing all through the week and then going across the mountain all day long on Saturdays, and it envelops you. It's almost like a big hug when you get back to jamming or playing, is the way I look at it, because it's home. And I think that's the way I look at it almost, is that bluegrass music, it calls me home, but it also represents my childhood and things that I recognize as good things in my life. So I think that is for a lot of people.
And then within the music, there's that tradition. You guys really have that trad sound, but then, you got to keep looking forward, keep moving the music forward. Is that something you talk about, or just...
Well, I asked Sean if I could play drums, and he said no. So, of course, I'm playing the instrument that ain't no part of nothing, right, Zach?
It's a borderline, huh?
According to Bill Monroe.
According to Bill. According to Bill.
Yeah.
Matt Scruggs changed that.
That's
though.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They thought he was part of something.
That's right.
It's funny, though, because when Bill Monroe and Earl Scruggs, when they were making up this music, it wasn't super trad stuff. They were edgy, cutting edge, inventing new music,
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to think when Flat and Scruggs really hit the scene. They were on the top of the pop charts.
Yeah.
Bluegrass was number one at that point in time in the late 40s, early 50s, going into the 60s.
Yeah.
It's interesting stuff. So Backline, keeping the traditions going and playing live with us today here at WNCW. And once again, a week from tomorrow is our Going Across the Mountain live show at the Foundation Performing Arts Center right here at Thermal Community College. Terry Balcom, the Dukes of Drive. I know you've played probably on the same bill with those guys before. And Darren and Brooke Aldridge, of course, fixtures on the local and beyond scene.
Absolutely.
And Backline. So it's going to be good stuff. Yeah.